Hey guys, welcome back to another EDC Weekly. This week, before we get started, I want to point out that I did make another video. I've been making a lot of extra videos here on the channel and I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. Clearly you are, because you're all clicking the videos and watching them, and I cannot thank you enough. The growth here on this channel is astounding. I am blown away by it every single day, and thank you all. This video is brought to you by Rovivon. Rovivon, if you're not familiar with them, makes super tiny, super bright flashlights that come in polycarbonate, aluminum, stainless steel, titanium, and a luminous body that glows in the dark. They're really cool. They're super, super bright. I've been carrying them for months now. I swear by them. They're really cool. If you want to check one out or buy one for yourself, there is a link in the description down below. And if you use my code BestDamnEDC on the Rovivon official website, you can also get 10% off your purchase. So with that out of the way, I really, truly, so badly this week wanted to do a themed EDC. I went through them over and over and over, and one of the things that stuck out to me were these. The utility knives, EDC utility knives like this one. This is the Big Idea Design titanium pocket tool. I've been carrying it every day for months. I love this thing, and I wanted to do a shout out to everyday carry utility knives, and there were 2 submissions with utility blades, so that didn't work out. I put them in this week, but there's really no theme now, so I picked those 2 and one really cool, really unique EDC, so let's get into it. I'm sorry, one last thing before we get started. If you are at all interested in these right here, utility blades for EDC, I am going to be doing a roundup on them, showing off some of the ones that you can buy that are not all that expensive, because this one is kind of expensive for what it is, but there are many, many more out there that are not, and I want to show them off. So if you're at all interested in EDC utility blades, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell beside that, because I'm making a video about those very soon, and quite frankly, I'm a huge, huge fan of them, and I think they're undervalued, underappreciated, and underrated. So hit the subscribe button and keep an eye out for it early next week. You may notice that this one and the next one have already been featured over on the Instagram account. This one comes from John Havens, or My Pocket Dump, over on Instagram. And this one, this particular pocket dump, I really liked. It jumped out at me. So let's take a closer look. First up here, the phone of choice from John is the Galaxy S7. He carries that in a Magpul field case in OD green. The watch of choice here is a Seiko SNK 809, and on that he has a Clockwork Synergy 2-piece NATO strap in desert khaki. His utility blade of choice is the Gil-Tek Ruck in titanium, and he says it has a bit of leather for a lanyard on it. And his wallet of choice here is the Saddleback Leather Minimalist wallet in tobacco. He carries a Kingston USB drive on his keys, and on his keys he also carries what he called just a vintage screwdriver keychain. But what he didn't mention was that this is the Pocket Pete 4-leaf clover keychain. It's actually highly sought after and pretty rare, and he didn't even know it, or if he did, he didn't say it. But I noticed it, and there you go, Pocket Pete. And finally, underneath everything here is the Arrow Handkerchief single-ply flannel with bronze copper colored thread. So there you have it. It's very simple, straight to the point. I love that flannel hank. I don't know why. This one just speaks to me. Anyway, John says, "How's it going, man? I'm John Havens." Hey, Vince. He gives me a phonetic spelling of his name. Thank you. He said, "I dig your channel. Has been a subscriber for a while now. I love the EDC Weekly. I'm not gonna lie, I was bummed when you stopped, but you brought it back. Thank you." You're welcome, John. You are welcome. 3rd submission, so hopefully 3rd time is the charm. And it is. He says, "I bought my groomsmen their choice of Saddleback leather wallets as their groomsmen gifts. I got mine the same time. I love it more every day with the gorgeous patina it's starting to take on. My watch is a super budget-friendly automatic. It's great. The Clockwork 2-piece NATO sets it apart and matches my other gear really well. My keys keep it pretty minimal. House truck, Kingston USB drive. I do, however, have a sweet vintage Dallas Houston Associated radio keychain screwdriver tool that my mother-in-law gave me. He says I'd like to get a little brass light for my keys. I'm looking at the Maratac Peanut to fill that role soon. The handkerchief is a single-ply flannel and bronzish gold threading from Arrow Handkerchiefs on Etsy. I got the little Gil-Tek Ruck after you forced me into getting a razor tool after your review of the Big Idea Design tool. Sorry, man. Since then, I've wanted one and ended up getting this one in a trade. It's been kind of difficult to carry anything else with this little baby being as lightweight and high utility and function. Again, agreed. People just don't realize it, I guess. Cracks the top off your beer and soda like a dream, and breaking down boxes is a breeze. Thanks for checking it out. Have a good one. And you have a good one, John. And really, there's not much else I can say about this pocket dump. It's great. It's put together well. You now have a second entry into the August giveaway. And thank you once again. The next submission comes from Philip Clegg. You can find him over on Instagram at CoolerKing666 or at EDC Cooperative. And he's done some collaborations with other manufacturers like Griffin Pocket Tool. He's got a little custom tool. I told him that I should buy one. I probably should. I like the design. I like his logos. Anyway, he does some EDC stuff over on Instagram. Definitely check him out. And in his pockets, he carries an Amsler Knives Hurricane, and the wallet of choice is a recycled firefighter leather wallet. The little pocket tool you see here is the Wilmot Grinders Beer Defender, and his multi-tool of choice is the Leatherman Wave Plus in black. He carries a Big Idea Design EDC Arto pin and a Big Idea Design titanium pocket tool, same one I carry. And finally, he has an Army Tech C1 flashlight. And other than the custom keychain tag you see there, that's it. And all he really has to say is this was a carry of the in-between time between work and home. That's it. But yeah, I love all of these things. I did say that the Nuck tools aren't really something I care for. I love the way they're designed, but I don't necessarily need or want one or see the practicality in it. I don't see myself ever needing that, but they are cool. I like the way they look. I can't ever see myself carrying one. Do you feel the same way? I don't know. Anyway, this pocket dump is themed all black. I love how it's put together, and really, honestly, Philip has a lot of really cool pocket dumps that he posts over on his channel. He's got a lot of really cool gear. I'm really, quite frankly, very jealous, and you should go support what he does as well. So thank you, Philip. You now have a second entry into this month's giveaway. The third and final submission this week, which breaks away from that utility knife theme and really any other theme we've seen here on the EDC Weekly ever, really, comes from Cameron McHutchison. You can find him on Instagram at LawyersGunsMoney. Yeah, underscores between all those. But yeah, this one, I love it because it shows a unique style, not just different gear that you carry, but a personal style. It comes through the gear you carry. It's put together well, man. I like it. Your style's cool, unique. Keep it up. That's what I want to do to make the EDC Weekly different, is people who are unique, not just different gear. People who have unique styles, who carry different gear for different reasons. If you're an engineer, show me why you carry the things you do. Tell me how they work through your daily life and at your job. If you're a teacher, do that same thing. Why does the gear you carry help you be a better teacher or doctor or whatever your profession? Tell me how that gear helps you through your life. Anyway, that out of the way, Cameron carries an iPhone 10 for his phone of choice, and he carries that in a life-proof case. Above that, you see 3 silver rings, a rotting skull, an anchor, and a chief ring. They're all from Great Frog. And below that, you see a Sneerwell flask. This is the Eye of Providence flask. He keeps his keys on an Abel Brown Co. key clip, and on that, he also has a 16GB metal executive verbatim keychain USB. He also carries a Gerber Shard keychain on that, and his watch of choice is a stainless Rolex Oyster Perpetual Date Just. He keeps a field notes journal and what appears to be a leather holder, and he has a stainless steel Sharpie fine tip to write in it with. He carries a silver piston nickel Zippo, which has a Native American side on it, and he wears Ray-Ban aviators in a 62mm style. His wallet of choice is the Ridge in titanium, and he says he added a custom leather front. And his blade of choice here is a Silver Stag Deep Valley fixed blade. And finally, his last piece of his everyday carry is a vintage Wested XXL leather jacket. So there you go. This is just really, really cool. I love seeing stuff that's just out of the norm. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Cameron is also from North Carolina. So I have to take a guess. If you're from North Carolina and all of this stuff is what I think it is, I mean, it's all pretty Native American. I have to ask, are you Lumbee? I don't know. I know a lot of Lumbee Native Americans from this general area, and especially over in Raleigh, which I think is where he's from. So if I'm right, let me know in the comments below. If I'm wrong, also let me know. I do have a little Native American in me. It's, I believe, an 8th, 16th. I'm not sure. My great-grandmother looks very, very Native American. Obviously, I did not get any of that. Anyway, Cameron's got quite a bit to say, so let's get started. He says, love seeing that NC hat of yours. I grew up between Durham and Sunset Beach and went to college in Wilmington. This right here, Drift Coffee, that's at Ocean Isle. That's the neighboring beach, the island just over from Sunset Beach. And Wilmington is where Alex and I eventually will probably live full-time once we're done traveling or whatever. Wilmington is the final destination for now. My main ride is a Harley-Davidson 83 Ironhead that I bought and restored. The vintage Wested brown jacket is an everyday item. 90% of the time I don't leave home without it unless I'm driving my car. I was beginning to wonder, because you said you're from North Carolina and you have a jacket every day. It's been like 100 degrees. So if you're riding a bike, I guess I can understand a leather jacket. My 3 Great Frog rings were bought at separate times after goals that I have accomplished, both professional and personal. If any of you guys want a super solid ring, check them out. I carry a snare wheel flask filled with whiskey because they look badass, but the concept is behind my grandfather always saying that a man should never be without some whiskey on him. I carry an Abel Brown keychain because it's a popular motorcycle company. When I'm not riding, I have a Honda Accord and I painted the key desert tan. The Gerber shard is an amazing tool that I use daily, and the USB has saved me in a few scenarios professionally. The Rolex was a great buy. I've had it for about 5 years and it has been through hell. From dog sledding in the Arctic Circle to getting malaria in the jungles of Honduras, you're a well-traveled man. A lot of people will disagree with me, but if you spend that much money on something, it should be able to withstand a beating, which it has. I don't think people will disagree that it shouldn't be able to withstand a beating. I think people will disagree that the amount of the beating it can take is disproportionate to the price. I don't know, maybe. If I break a $50 watch, I can get so many $50 watches that eventually, you know, if I bought as many $50 watches as the price of one Rolex, how many more watches would I have? How much longer would they last? I don't know. That's an argument that could last for hours, but aviators, because I just have to with my style, and there's nothing wrong with that. No, there's not. The field notes are great. I don't need to justify that though. I know you guys love those notepads. I use it mostly to write new script ideas down or come up with shot lists on the fly when I'm meeting with my cinematographer. The case that I carry is in a super old small leather case, which I got at a flea market in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Bridge wallet has honestly been a lifesaver. It's small, easy to use, and made a leather cover for it because I thought it would look cool. Finally, I carry a silver stag fixed blade in my jacket or saddlebags on the bike. Sometimes I alternate out smaller pocket knives when I travel, but generally if I'm riding, I keep this thing tucked away. Before everyone starts talking knives, yes, I know the laws. Enjoy, love this channel, and shout out to all the EDCs that make me jealous. You guys know how to carry. And so do you, man. This is really cool. Thank you for just submitting something outside the norm and so unique. I love it. Thank you. You now have a second entry into this month's giveaway. And if you want your own entry or even a second entry into this month's giveaway, go to edcw.co, submit your EDC. It doesn't have to be beautiful or pretty. It doesn't have to have a gun or a knife or anything, just whatever you carry in your pockets. Throw it out, arrange it if you want, take a picture of it and submit it at edcw.co for a chance to win something cool every single month. You don't even have to be featured, just submit. And if you submit, you're entered to win. So go there, it's linked down below. But this month there is a luminous body Rovivon A5 on the line. If you win, then you get it. That's all there is to it. Just submit and you have a chance to win a flashlight. A really cool flashlight, by the way. That is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy this video and you found it helpful. If you want to see more stuff like this and tons of other EDC content, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you're notified when I upload new videos. You can find us around the web. We're on Twitter and Instagram at BestMEDC, very active on Instagram. You can find me, Taylor Martin, on Twitter and Instagram at Casper Tech. Thank you guys for watching. I really, really do appreciate all of you and all of your dedication to this. The community's awesome, the support's awesome, the interaction is so great, and I just have to thank you for all of this that's happened in such a short time. We're at over 12,000 subscribers. It was just last week that I was celebrating 10,000, so things are really accelerating here and I love it, so thank you. I have no one to thank but you. So I'm trying to do my best by uploading more videos and interacting with you in different ways. So eventually, I'm gonna try to do some other stuff, like maybe live streams or God knows what. I just wanna keep this ball rolling. It's so much fun. I'm enjoying it so much. So thank you. And until next time, carry on. Oh, I had to sneeze for like 20 minutes. Ugh.